Welcome to the Talking the Line podcast, presented to you by Talking the Line Sports Media, giving you our best insights and analysis so you can rake in some cold hard cash on your next sports bet. Now sit on back, open up your mind, and let's cash some tickets. We can't thank you enough for joining us. We hope you enjoy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers. Far and wide. Welcome in to episode number 207 of the Talking the Line podcast on this absolutely beautiful Friday of bets, also known as, so you don't have to check your calendar for the first time here today, January the 21st in the year 2022. Now, we have an absolutely loaded show on tap here today. As a matter of fact, the only show you need to get your NFL divisional round playoff weekend kicked off on the right foot. But before we do that, we need you to take a few seconds here to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the TTL pod on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell over yonder as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping from the crew. Or if you're watching on one of our social media platforms, hit that like button, that follow button there so you never miss any of our additional social media content. Or if you are listening to the pod on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that subscribe button there too as we release the audio of every episode after each live show is complete. Next item up on the docket, you could be so kind while you're watching today's show, you can find it in your heart to do so. Hey, take an extra second, hit that like button, leave us a comment, leave us a rating, jump on over yonder in the live chat if you are watching live. Hey, maybe, just maybe, hit that share button too. Maybe send it on over to your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the damn globe as you, but you would refer to as a good old-fashioned ticket cashing degenerate, because that's what we are here at the TTL pod, and we can't thank you enough when you do all of those things, because it only helps us make TTL Sports Media bigger and better for each and every one of you. Last, certainly not least, head on over to this episode's description down there where you will locate the Talking the Line link tree. Within that link tree, you will find the talkingtheline.com website, your one-stop shop for all things TTL, all of the TTL Crew's social platforms, and all of our additional content so you can consume all of that jazz in one convenient location, however and whenever you please. Ladies and gentlemen and beautiful gambling people joining us for episode number 207, I am your humbled, honored, hyped, and always handicapping host, Colton, Cap'n Colt Soroka, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my partner, get some picks, get some insights, get some analysis, dive into a few rabbit holes along the way, learn a little thing or two. Maybe we have some trivia. Maybe we have some things. You know what? Not maybe. I guarantee we're going to have some things here today that you are not going to find anywhere else. We're going to talk about some things that nobody else is going to be able to talk about. That's the beauty of the TTL pod. Now, without further ado, you see it. If you wondered why there was a long pause there for you audio lovers out there, was turning the old hat around. Shout out the Moneyline Dice. No roll today. Had to give them a little bit of love. Realized the hat was on backwards. Just tossed it on pre-show. But enough rambling from me. It's time to do a little rambling with me and another guy. I've said partner. I've said us. I've said crew far too many times without acknowledging the presence of the man with me right now on this show. You know him around these parts as the man, the myth, the degenerate gambling legend, and folks, you better not ever forget. You should see his face right now. Wait until you have the opportunity to. He is beaming, glistening, absolutely glowing, the number one seed, Green Bay Packer, TTL, resident cheesehead, faithful himself, Mr. Riley, RMags, Magnuson. Partner! How you doing over there today, pal?
My man, I am absolutely fantastic. It is not only Friday, but I once again feel like I'm on Christmas Eve here, looking forward to tomorrow. Not only NFL football, but all the college action in the world and UFC 270, my man. I feel like a kid on Christmas once again. It's just Christmas week after week in sports world, my man. So I can't be doing any better over here. You're right. I'm juiced through the roof for tomorrow night's game. I can't wait. But aside from that, we're taking it minute by minute, hour by hour. We're living in the old Friday. So trying not to get too ahead of myself. So I'm doing great. How about you, dude?
Come on, you know how I'm doing on this side of the screen. Spectacular. You ain't even got to ask. It's a beautiful day to be alive. The rest is up to me, and I'm choosing to spread positivity. You know the drill by this time in the game. Before we go anywhere, because we got one hell of a loaded show here today. We're covering everything. UFC 270. We're going to start with the NFL Divisional Round here. We'll get into some Friday picks, RMags Sidebar. We'll have some nonsense, obviously. Plenty of rabbit holes we'll get into today. We're going to go game by game, break everything down. But before we talk a little bit more about that, we're a full transparency show. We got to recap all of yesterday's best bets. Now, sometimes we have losers. Some days we have winners. We ask that you judge us by our losers. Why, you ask? Because we have so damn few, and we continue to pump out winning days as such. Now, I will move us to be a little bit more humble. It was a 5-3 day for the crew overall. Straight plays, very solid, positive day. If you play like we tell you to play, be who you can afford to be, quarter unit, half unit, board bender, parlay, every special play. Yeah, I'm going to say it. Fuck the Philadelphia Flyers, my man. I am done. I said it on Wednesday. I am done with the NHL. We talked yesterday morning. You got me back. I said Columbus Blue Jackets off the bat. You said no fucking way. No way. These Philadelphia Flyers deserve to be favored. I opened up your Action Network app. I didn't realize. I opened it up this morning. I was scrolling through some stuff, and I just happened to bump onto your page. I see that you also hammered them in on the money line and minus the 1.5 on the side. The only pick of that one that does not make it. UConn, no sweat. Monmouth, no sweat. FIU, no sweat. Everything beautiful. And the Flyers, with about 4 minutes left on the clock, drop it once again. I'm done. I'm done.
I have no words.
I'm done. I'm done. I am not playing another NHL game on this doggone show for the rest of the month of January.
Just a January suspension. January suspension of
I
the
gotta
NFL,
go into the
NHL.
I gotta go into the penalty box for a minute because this is getting ridiculous. I mean, this is getting ridiculous. I'm in the penalty box. I'm
we
done.
don't know shit about hockey, but damn it, do I want to know? Yeah, I do.
I do. I really do.
It pains me. It pains me to watch these because it's win or lose. It's entertaining as hell, but it's more entertaining when you win, and we haven't been winning in the NHL. So I think a January suspension is more than fair.
Damn you, Philadelphia Flyers.
Or just the Flyers. Season-long suspension of the Flyers.
Yeah, dude. I think that's probably the safest course of action in general because that was ridiculous. I mean, there's no way they should have lost that game. I mean, Columbus just gave up 9 goals to Florida the game before, and we lost 2-1. Okay, all good. I'm off. We're done. Stop.
I don't want to hear anymore.
Enough. Your Suns -3, easy money. Purdue, Indiana under the 144, easy money as well. No problem. FAU +1.5 could be a potential wagon. Keep your eye out for Everett Winchester. Committed to. Not FAU. I don't know where he committed in 2016, but I don't know. He's been around forever. It's now 2022 if you're just waking up, if you've been in a time capsule somewhere. And this dude is balling. He was making some plays yesterday, so be on the lookout for that name. Chattanooga -3.5. There's going to be some of these games, I think, with these 3.5 spreads from 10 to 10. And when I say that, it's going to be difficult from 10 to 10. When I say that, the opening or from the last 10 minutes of the first half and the opening 10 minutes of the second half. It's probably going to be sweaty in that ballpark, but I feel very confident in the team we're betting on their start and then how they're going to close that. And those are the 2 runs that I really care about. Like I like a team coming out solid out of halftime, but if we have a good lead at halftime and let's per se we just let the team back in at halftime and maybe they cut it down to a 2-3 point lead, I'm typically not worried about that because I think it's still going to be a sweat. And then they're going to close it out solid, what we saw Chattanooga do last night. Boise State, pretty much the same story. I think I am just about to the bottom of the barrel on Boise State and Fresno State.
Right.
Man, oh man, I've been getting lucky with some of these, and I think that was the last time I can do it. I wanted to do Fresno State tonight, about the same fucking spot, dude. And I'm going to stay back. If I need a little late night sweat, I might.
I was about to say. You might have a good chance to see some
That's
movement because it's. I think it's standalone at 10 p.m. tonight, right?
Oh yeah, it's a standalone, but it opened up in favor of Fresno State last night. But now now they're the underdogs. However, Brandon Ingram killed us both from going
no
perfect.
fourth quarter play at all.
And then Colorado. Oh my gosh, they lost by 3. Absolutely brutal beat on that one. So there you go. There you have it. Moneyline dice close out the week. Colder than an icicle. Colder than a polar bear. Drinking a Coca-Cola slushie in the middle of Antarctica.
Good grief.
Goodness gracious. Georgia Southern Eagles is a big fat loser. So the Moneyline dice close out the week. You know, we won't have a roll today. Probably, maybe. We'll see. 1 and 6.
Oy.
The Moneyline dice close out this week. So hope you were on the fade train, my friends, because goodness gracious. Bad week for
Bounce
the Moneyline
back next
dice.
week.
Yeah.
5 and
we'll
1
see.
last week. 1 and 6 this week. I don't know. Who's to say, man?
Who's to say? Who are we? Who knows? What I do know is that with that 3-1 college basketball performance last night, we are now back to 8 and 6. Things are looking a lot better after that 5 and 5. We're back to positive. I'm back to positive for the entire week. Would have had a really solid day if we could have got Brandon Ingram to the window. But
I know.
Either way, no problem, no harm,
And
no
the
foul.
damn Flyers. But hey, we're done. We're done with yesterday.
Hey,
Done
here's
with
what
yesterday.
it is. Mind of the goldfish. I'll tell you what. I'm actually going to just. You heard me. You heard that.
Yep,
Close.
that was it.
It's gone. It's
See ya.
over with. It's done.
Peace.
Mind of goldfish. Time to get into today's show. What do you say?
I'm ready.
We got a lot to talk about, all right? So I'm going to move this over yonder. Sorry if I got a little glitchy or anything there. I think we should be all right. But there we go. There we have it. All right. You know the drill. Fridays, it is a NFL spectacular during this time of the year. We only have a few more of these left. And Saturdays, we break down the entire collegiate basketball slate. So, hey, let's spend all the Friday talking about what NFL games we have left. We'll get into some Friday picks after that. RMags Sidebar, yada, yada, yada. So, hey. We don't have to cut the nonsense. We don't have to cut the drama, cut the banter. We're not dishing out picks. We're not dishing out insights analysis. We're not
shooting up, if you will. I mean, telling you all about our plays of the weekend.
No, we're gonna go right through them. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about. We're gonna start very macro, if you will. And me and Mags, through talking, we're going to get micro, and then we are going to have a fucking microscope on the play that we think is the most valuable on that matchup, and we'll see what we think. So, without further ado, you don't get the homer out yet, pal. We're gonna go in chronological order here. All right.
From a gambling perspective, I'm juiced to talk about this one now.
Same, very very much the same. So. Couple of little improvements to the ticker from last week to this, as was last week to the week before. So, the first game up on tap. Cincinnati Bengals against the Tennessee Titans. You see it there. We have the favored number there. Tennessee Titans, obviously 3-point favorites, 3.5-point favorites. We got the over-under at 47.5. And I have the day, the date, and the time right all there for you. Thank you, Mr. Producer. We appreciate you. Okay, without further ado, so we're all on the same page. Cincinnati Bengals, Tennessee Titans. Now, as always, partner, we might as well take a little bit of a gander here and see what's going on with the money and bet splits right off the bat. Now, when I looked yesterday, it looked like Tennessee was kind of the sharp public side. Like everybody was kind of playing that. Still pretty much the same. 63% of bets, 84% of money at consensus on the Titans minus 3.5. And 67% of money, 77% of bets on the Titans money line. Right now, a consensus minus 190. And then your total, my friends, 47.5. The over 47.5, getting 62% of bets, 88% of money. So, Titans are the public side on both sides, money line and spread, and the over is the public side. Now, I'm really excited to talk about this one, partner. Very macro level. In my mind, if this turns into a shootout, which that 47.5, that really feels like this is going to be a shootout. This feels like this is going to be another one of those 31-31 last-second Cincinnati Bengals type bullshit games. And if you're going to give me a shootout, I know I've said differently over the course of the season, but man, the Armani glasses are looking good up on the podium. The Cuban cigars that you can't even find anywhere on the market are burning smooth, and I think that Joey B is gonna do some things down there in Tennessee, man. And if you're giving me a shootout, I'm gonna take Joe Burrow over Ryan Tannehill 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. I love the 3.5, my friend. I talked about it early in the season from week 1. Fuck, when we were doing the NFL special editions, partner. Vrabel and the boys are not good as home favorites, point blank, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is going to continue in the playoffs. It's a favorite side. Everybody, oodie-doodie-doo, we got to run as fast as we can to the Titans, everybody. It's not going to be the same story with the dogs. There's my macro start, partner. There's what my thoughts are. Let's get into it. What do you got?
As far as my side of things,
sorry. Cheers to everybody.
Goodness gracious.
My fault. Son of a... Hey, that's on me. That's on me. That's on me. No, that's me. I apologize. To me, to thee over there, sir, and all you beautiful people sipping the black liquor. I about fucked
Someone's
up
waiting
big.
at the screen like, what the
fuck, dude? We just did... Yeah, take your sip. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Partner, please continue.
I 1,000% agree with you on this one, dude. So the narrative that's going around here, and I don't hate it by any means. I can see where everyone's coming from. Is the Titans are this nobody believes in us team. They're the 1 seed, but they're not getting any respect, and that's fair. It's true.
Sure.
But partner, I think this is just a flat out bad matchup for this Titans team. Plain and simple. Like are they going to be maybe a nobody believes in us try and rah team? Maybe, but this passing defense isn't fantastic at all. You said I do have a tiny bit of analysis here because I dove deep into this. 24th opponent passing yards per completion, 10.6 on the season, 11.6 last 3. Teams are passing teams have been passing when you have even a competent quarterback. Teams have been passing all over this Titans secondary. Davis Mills had a nice game a couple of weeks ago. There's the rest advantage, obviously for the Titans, but I could see a little bit of a rust factor here, partner, especially because it's Derrick Henry's back. The dude hasn't played since October. That's not. I don't. If he's healthy
that,
and he's looks like he dropped in from a time machine from the second before he got injured, then sure. But I think he's gonna be a little damn rusty, man. If this was a windy ass day, I'd 100% be all in on the Titans. But I checked the weather, man. It's like mid-30s, 2-3 mile per hour wind. About as nice a weather you can get in the middle of the country in January, dude. Like, I think Joe Burrow is going to pass all over this team. I think you're right. I think the Bengals offense has a nice day offensively, and maybe the Titans can do something offensively as well, but I don't think they're going to have as much success. This Cincinnati rush defense is no scrub. It's not beating any doors down off of anybody, but it's also not getting gashed on a game-to-game basis in the run defense, dude, except for the one team was the Cleveland Browns, which if you want to say the Titans can do something similar to that, I can hear you, but I really think, and if you think the Titans offense is going to have success, then I'd be all in on the over, first of all. But I love the 3.5, dude. I think they went outright. I agree with you. I don't think it's going to be the whole weekend. I don't think it's going to be the same story as last weekend with the favorites and dogs. I think the Cincinnati Bengals can win this. And if you're giving us 3.5, I'm all over. Especially if this was a public dog so far, I'd be very concerned. I would be very concerned. And if we wake up tomorrow and the public is dumping money on the Bengals, then maybe I'd be concerned. But we're in a spot where people are all I'm seeing is, the Titans are this scrappy underdog team. How many times do we have to see this movie? This will be the third time around where the Titans come in and disappoint in the playoffs. I think that's going to happen again. And I don't want to sound like I'm burning down the ships of the Titans. If they had a different matchup, I might be saying a different tune. They might be that scrappy, nobody believes in us one seed. But I just think it's a bad matchup, plain and simple, dude. I'm all over the Bengals.
Yeah, you got me sold, man. I've been kicking it around for a while, and I thought I was a homer because I cashed that plus 230. I'm still hanging on to that. Fuck everybody.
Yeah,
that AFC North ticket, man. I've been on them since week 15. I saw it, man. I was like, man, that division's falling apart. They're looking really good. And mind you now, Joe Burrow is 26 He is now 6-0. I'm sorry, not 26. I get to there. 6-0 in these playoff or deciding games in his career. That's including LSU, all of his college, everything. And against the number, not to mention now 28 or 29. I think it's 28. 28 touchdowns in 0 picks in those games. I don't know what more you need. He's going to ball out. Give me Joey B versus Ryan Tannehill all day long. I think we'll still see a nice little finger roll from Tannehill, but maybe it's going to be a shootout. And if it's going to be a shootout, I would side with the over 47.5 first and foremost. That's why I lean. I know it is the public side, so I probably wouldn't make a play on it, but that's why I lean. However, if that's the deal, man, this could be a 24-24 type shootout and squeak or 21-21. We have a 24-21 finish. I don't know, but you mentioned it, and I'll kick it back over to you with this before we dive into maybe some props and some other stuff that could have some value, because I definitely think I'm going full unit on the plus 3.5 with the Bengals, and then half unit on the money line for sure. But that rushing defense of the Bengals, my man, 5th in the whole league, man. I about said 5th in the nation in college basketball, college basketball 100%. Mode, but 5th in the whole league, man. That's nothing to scoff at. I know Derrick Henry's going to be back, but it's not like he just had to take a week off, rested. Like my man had surgery. Like my man might have been rushed back. Right? Yes, like my man might have been rushed back. And you know me, over anybody, if I'm going to homer out over any running back in the league, it's going to be the Crimson Tide product, that be 100%. Derrick Henry, the king himself. And I think we see some rust. Me and you talked about it back in the season previews. Shout out again. That, God forbid, something happens to Derrick Henry. We were knocking on the wood. We are not wishing injury on Derrick Henry, but he is been overused since high school to never have an injury, anything like that, and it finally hit. And now the big question is he going to be able to come back and be dominant and be able to do? And I say no. Not right now. Not right now, not as fast as he turned around, especially with how fast we saw CMC try and turn around, and his season instantly went kaput like that, over with. So
at least not to the level that they need in a do or die playoff game.
No. And, I would almost take Joe Mixon. I think Joe Mixon might outpace him. I think he might.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Bengals can do anything on offense, honestly, in my opinion. And then the one thing, the Titans have they had a couple tough losses. They have some fantastic wins, but they caught some of these teams, the Bills, Chiefs, and the Rams at like some of the lowest points of those teams' seasons. Were those wins impressive? Yeah, but they caught the Chiefs at a time where people were asking the question, "Are the Chiefs dead?" And the question was, for the most part at the time, yeah, I think the Chiefs might be dead. And then obviously they've turned it around. It's not like they beat the Chiefs team that's playing right now this weekend. Same with the Bills, same with the Rams. Man, none of those teams were shells of themselves at the time. Maybe not the Bills. The Bills might have been the one exception out of that, where the Titans played probably the perfect game, but I'm all over the Bengals, dude. I am all over the Bengals in this one.
Yeah, I am too. Okay, so just a quick little pit stop through the prop markets. We'll get a little bit more micro in here, look at some players and shit. This one jumps off the screen at me, and I know I'm a homer. I know everybody in the league hates me because I have him. Our dynasty league, Jamar Chase, obviously number one overall. Like, that is your number one dynasty pick for sure. Plus 130 anytime touchdown scorer. Put that in my slip right away. Okay. I mean, every time you think he's not going to get in, he just does get in. Right. And going against the leagues, what did I see? It was the 25th. 25th ranked passing defense, passing defense against the seventh ranked passing offense in the Bengals. I mean, I can't help but only think that Jamar's gonna get in. Oh, hey, and I got a bone to pick here. We talked about the Bengals and the Raiders last week, right? And I said, man, CJ Uzomah feels like he's got a shitload of value. That is a lot of value on CJ. You know, I really like him, and we went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and we settled on the second string tight end for the Las Vegas Raiders. I can't even think of his name now. Ferreira. Either way. CJ Uzomah plus
Fabian Moreau. Is that what it is?
Yeah, something Moreau. Moreau. Either way, CJ Uzomah at plus 240 again does not go without a look by me. I think it's definitely got some value there. Also, Tana Thrill, like I said, I think we might potentially see an old finger roll from him.
I actually don't hate that. Yeah,
they typically like to do that at home. Plus 300, worth a sprinkle. They typically like to get him working on the goal line at home. And then outside of Dot,
staying away from passing yards in this one, because Joe Burrow, like, even with what we're saying as far as him having a nice day, they could get to the point where, you know, through three quarters they got a nice lead, and then they just kind of ice the game, and he stays under that passing total, even if he's, you know, playing fantastic. So I'm staying far away from the passing yards this week on this game.
Sure. Nothing that jumps out at me in receiving props wise so far. Might add a little bit closer to game time tomorrow, but nothing that's just like, oh gosh, I'm gonna have that. But also one that kind of makes you go, what in the hell? Julio Jones, over under set at 47.5. My man, talk about a guy we were so excited on getting to a new team. Let's go, be the number 2. All the eyes aren't gonna be all over him. He's not gonna be locked down. And he's going to be able to stay healthy. None of it happened. Man. And I bought into him so heavy in fantasy. I mean, I'm eating my words even heavier now, because he's like my fucking number 2 wide receiver. I thought I could at least get 3-4 more years out of his ass, and now I'm questioning that.
He was okay in that game against Houston, Week 18. I think like 5 catches, 58.
Woo,
but
against Houston in Week 18, awesome. Those are the two key phrases in that sentence there, my friend.
No interest whatsoever. No, I think what you said, man, about, and I mean, it's like a little puzzling. Like, why is it at plus money like that? I mean, Jamar Chase has got 13 touchdowns on the damn year, dude.
And they just keep doing this. They just keep
the value
doing
of
this.
Right. The value of that is kind of off the charts.
Oh, he can't score again. You know the opposing defense has to be locked in on him. Well, somehow he gets lost in the back of the end zone every single game, and it's all of a sudden Burrow's got his chasey sense, and he just goes, oh, fuck, he's open. There it is. Touchdown. I mean, it's every game. It's every game.
I'm with you on that one, dude. I think I'll sprinkle a little bit on that one.
I love it, and I would not be surprised to see that drop down to plus 110, plus 105 by kick. I think the books are messing up again on that one. So, outside of that, partner, I know you've been a favor of side totals. Before we move on here into the next game, let the cheese fall out of your ears. Mm-hmm. I know you've been a favor of side totals. Anything kind of jump off the screen as far as Bengals total or Titans team total?
I mean, I guess, Bengals over 22.5. I guess I didn't look too deep into that at first, but the way we're talking, I mean, it seems like Bengals over 22.5, depending on how high flying of a game. maybe you stay away from the Titans, but I feel like it's over Titans or over Bengals under Titans team totals there. Titans 26.5.
Yeah. Because I almost think, man, it might shake out how I just called it 24-21 and the Bengals move on, and that's the game. I mean, I could really see that because the juice, the Titans are getting the juice minus 118 on the under 26.5, and the Bengals are getting the juice on the over 25 or 21.5 minus 112. So I don't know. Did I just predict the exact score? Am I crazy to do a little bit of a 24-21 Bengals victory? I don't think so.
I mean, the way people are pouring money on the over has me slightly interested in the under and staying far away from those team totals. I don't know, man. There's a lot of money coming in on the overs.
Bengals to win 24-21, $10, $1,900.
Sheesh. Okay.
190 to 1. Bengals 24-21. Dude, I
that's
might be
the
in
one.
on that.
I mean,
I might be in on that because if it's 27-24, that goes over. The over's the public side. I like 24-21 potentially. So there you go. There you have it from me. Before we move on, I'll let my partner do the same as well if you got any final closing thoughts. But that's what I got here on the first game on tap. I like the Bengals plus 3.5 for a full unit. You're not getting the juice on most books either, so I love that. Plus 160 on the money line, I think is worth a half unit of your bankroll for sure. Jamar Chase, anytime touchdown scorer, I'd say half unit. CJ Uzama, plus 240 for a half unit. And then Ryan Tannehill, plus 300 for a half unit. And then I'm bananas, dude. I got an extra $10 burning a hole in my pocket. Bengals win 24-21 and move on to the AFC Championship game against the Buffalo Bills, which I also might be hammering a little bit in later in the show. $10 to win $1,900. Why the hell not? Partner, what do you got in closing, my man?
I do not have anything to add to that, my man. I think my favorite bet of the weekend is the Bengals plus 3.5.
Dude, I just got so excited to bet this game and watch this game with us talking about this. I know it's been kind of like sketchy when we're like kind of talking the same and feeling the same, but in this spot I don't think so because last week we were bullshitting about this exact same kind of matchup, and for you to say that. The thing in closing, let's get on. We'll keep getting windy here. In closing, for you to say that I don't think the same thing is going to happen with the favorites and the dogs when you played the favorites heavy last weekend speaks volumes to me. So I am all over the Bengals with you there, my friend, and I think it should speak volumes to you as well.
Because it's not even, for me, I really I'm trying to go like matchup by matchup and just what my thoughts are, but it would be way too easy for the favorites to just, it's favorites backed-to-back weeks, first 2 weeks of the playoffs, it's all favorites.
And
that'd be too easy, man.
I think this is how it's going to be because that wild card weekend, man, is like I don't think we're going to see those elite matchups anymore in the wild card weekend. I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's just going to be those Buccaneers,
there's more of a discrepancy
Eagles games.
now.
Yeah. It's just gonna. There's 100%. A lot of discrepancy with the extra the 7th team in there now. It's definitely not. There's gonna be one or two like, okay, what was the point of having this for sure?
Right.
150%. So I think we get into the divisional and we start seeing the nonsense now, my friend, that we all know and love of the NFL playoffs. Okay, there you go. If you tuned in late for the Bengals and the Titans, sorry you missed it. It's gone. You got to go back later and watch it because now it's time to let my partner stand up high on his pedestal, to let the cheese roll out of his ears, to let him speak in favor of Title Ton and his Green Bay Packers of Lambeau Field. Welcome in the San Francisco 49ers, a long historic rivalry that has been long told across the land. Lombardi to Shanahan. I can't think of any other fucking 49ers head coaches. This is going to be a great intro, but now I don't know where I'm going. Into the game. the 49ers versus... I was live in Lambeau Field right there listening to the guy on the mega speakers. That's while you're walking through the concourse, you always hear there. So hope I gave a good impersonation, partner. I paid my due as a Bears fan. Hey, win one for the NFC North, but don't win one at the same time because... Puck the Fackers. All right, carrying on. San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Packers, obviously, favored Lambeau Field. Partner, I want you to, after I get through this, I want you to tell us about that nice little tweet you had yesterday about Aaron Rodgers in 32 or less degree temperatures. Packers, 5.5 favored on the frozen tundra. Over-under set at 47. Going to be interesting there. I'd say under so far, but the game is on Saturday on January the 22nd at now that son of a bitch is gone, 7:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. I was looking at the ticker that was going away. I was like, oh, shit, I got to get this out. It's gone. So Saturday, 7:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll yield back for a minute, dude. I'll let you homer out. I'll let you get wild and crazy. Please, my friend, have the floor. How you feeling about your pack against the 49ers?
8 degrees is the projected degree temperature for kickoff, my friend. To kick it off, to reference what you said.
I'm cold just thinking about that temperature, man.
I should have brought some warm clothes. To reference the tweet that you said, shout out John Ewing of BetMGM for some incredible stats or
all the time.
ATS numbers all the time. Go follow at John Ewing. Shout out.
Shout out.
Aaron Rodgers is 31-11-1, 74% against the spread in games played in 32 degrees or colder. And Mr. Jimmy G, little bad shoulder, little bad thumb,
banged up. You
never played in a game. Never played in a game under 32. I don't believe he's played in a game under 40. My friend, I heard someone else say, I believe it was 40 to 45. He's either. I apologize, I don't have it right off the top. Either 1-2 or 2-1, but that's 40 to 45 degrees. It's 8 degrees tomorrow night, and probably going to feel a lot colder because it is that night game.
It's going to
be cold, man.
There's going to be Jimmy G on the sidelines on the frozen tundra tomorrow, just sitting there in that big old stupid puffy red jacket. Just son of a bitch. Why did I?
He did play college ball in the old Midwest, but typically the old FCS season doesn't extend past November. Shout out to Eastern Illinois.
From my neck of the woods. Yeah, from my neck of the woods. Shout out. But either way, dude, I'm feeling chilly just thinking about it. I mean, I
can't wait, dude.
I'm cold just thinking about it, but heating up thinking about your pack. Now, before I let you go all the way down the hole, dude, I think they ain't gonna have any problem at all. If this was in San Fran, I would have some pause. I would have a little bit of thinking because, holy shit, no Sam Crosby, walked it off out of nowhere. And the last one, thank God, you know the sideline pictures, number 12 jumping up in the air. We love you. Woo-hoo. Speaking of, who patented that? Who did that first? I don't know. Haven't even seen Aaron Rodgers Tuesday. Shout out. Either way, if that, with the struggles that Mason has had over the year, I feel like it comes down to that in San Francisco again, and I think San Francisco takes care of business second time around. Now, that all being said, fuck that noise in Lambeau Field, my friend. That ain't happening. Not in 8 degrees. Not with Jimmy G not playing. Now, I know, he played Midwest ball, but it's been a while since he's played Midwest ball. He's got awful nice and cozy over there on the old West Coast. Just like Tom Brady said, he's like, man, I played one season on the East Coast and my skin got a little bit thinner. All of a sudden, I didn't really like that cold weather anymore. I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing, man. And I know these guys try and play hard ass and everything all the time, wearing no sleeves and, oh, look at those pussies, they're wearing sleeves, we're not. But I'm telling you, you'll probably see about 5 people with on the Packers team with sleeves on, and one of them being Aaron Rodgers, but that's not because he's a sissy. That's because when he gets the turtleneck on,
baby,
he's got turtleneck power. So hey, get me off of this soapbox. I'm talking about a guy I'm supposed to hate. It's a guy I'm supposed to have malice in my heart for, and all of a sudden I'm starting to like him day by day. So get me out of here. Indulge my GP if she's watching. Hey, shout out Grammy P. Gonna be she's got her Damn It doll. I got it to her Christmas a couple of years ago. It's a nice doll. Green Bay Packers, everything. When you're watching the game, you just beat the absolute hell out of it so you don't throw. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. So you won't need it. So she's ready to rock and roll. She'll have it by the side, but it'll be cheering with her. So please indulge her, indulge all the Packers fans out there that are tuning in. What's the drill? What's going on, man?
All right, my man. I am very confident that the Packers win this game. I am also pretty damn confident in that -5.5, man. A little less confident, and I've got enough emotional capital wagered in this game to where, am I probably gonna smash in the Packers -5.5? Yeah, I am. But I'm a little more tentative on that. But for all the things that we've already said, Especially with the sprained shoulder, the bad thumb. I mean, it was the same case with Jared Goff last year. And I don't know if we just don't know if Jared Goff is a terrible bad weather quarterback. And we just flat out don't know about Jimmy G, man. And he's not a very good, when it matters most quarterback when it's not cold. And this cold's going to matter, man. Did you see the Niners walking out of the Cowboys locker room ready for the game? They were hyped. They were comfortable. They had boom boxes on the shoulders. They ain't going to be doing that on Saturday night, my friends. They are going to be freezing cold. But beyond that, man, the Packers are getting some key players back that aren't going to be like, it's different from what we just talked about with the Titans, where they've got skill guys coming back, where their offense depends on that. That's not what's happening here. We get Zadarius Smith sounds like he's active as a pass rusher. If we get even 20% of snap count from him playing at even a 75% of what he's capable of, that's a bonus. Guys on the offensive line coming back. Randall Cobb coming back, the chemistry he has with Aaron Rodgers, I don't think that matters at all, that he hasn't been playing, man. I am so through the roof on this game, dude. I cannot wait. The cold, it's going to matter.
Yeah, to build on the cold, the last time that the 49ers were even remotely chilly on a gridiron was in... what would that be? 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Week 13 at Cincinnati. They had to go to overtime, won 26-23. And then week 12 at Seattle, December the 5th, they lost 23-30. I kind of see that 23-30 game happening. I see something pretty doggone similar to that, maybe even less. I mean, it probably. I kind of feel like it's going to be less. I don't know. Actually, we haven't gone to the old money and bet splits yet. So let's take a look there, see what we got moving and grooving in that front. Now, as per usual, dude, you're giving a team going against the Packers more than 3 points. All the sharps are going to see it. Wonderful, terrific. They're going to give them a shot. The 49ers always give them a run for their money. We're seeing it again. 44% of bets, 68% of money. But hold on, before you fall out of your chair, partner. Sorry. I know you want it. I know. I'm actually giving you credit here. I know. The Packers have time and time again said phooey to that and just covered it. It doesn't matter. When you have number 12, it does not matter. And I don't think that it matters that there's 81% of bets, 81% of money at consensus on the doggone Packers money line either, partner. I do not think it matters. And, if I'm leaning anywhere, I'm leaning to the over. 53% of bets, 51% of money. That's where my head's at. If we do see that kind of 30-23 type game, 53, I mean, that sails over by 6. I know that's seems like a lot with it being cold, but it's not going to be snowing. It's not going to be. There might be.
You never know, dude.
6%. 6%.
Just when you think it won't, third quarter, it's freezing cold, and then a little flurry starts to come down. Reminds you just how damn cold it every time. Freaking time.
Every time, like 2 or 3 minutes in the third quarter left, and then all of a sudden it's just a torrential downpour until about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and then it's over. So you maybe thinking about there. Either way, 10 degrees. It's going to be cold as hell. So I don't know. I think I have a feeling that this is going to be a slow, grinded out, running attack kind of game. But I just that seems too logical to me. That seems too logical. That seems too easy. Everybody seems to be talking about the weather. Shanahan, Garoppolo going to struggle. I don't know. I think the Packers cover the 5.5. Okay. Get me out of it. I see 30-23.
I don't hate that at all. The Packers over under is 26.5. I think Rodgers is able to pass all over this defense. Honestly, the concern that the reason people are all over the Niners is they think they can run over the Packers, and that's fine. But the Packers have proved that they can win in just about any fashion. So again, I am through the roof on just them winning for sure. But then these 5.5, these spreads that the Packers have had, the ones that they've failed to cover a couple against the AFC North that were over a touchdown, and then a less than 3 spread against the Vikings. So these spots where it's -3 and under a touchdown, they've been, I believe, perfect on the entire year, man. These are no trap spots at all. I'm talking against the spread, not even just winning the game. So if it was like Packers -2.5 or -1.5, I might be shaking in my boots a little bit, if I'm being totally honest. But the fact that it's over, and that it's where it is, 5-6, I feel fantastic about that, man. Yep.
30-23 isn't an option.
Really?
30-13, 30-14, 30-17, 30-20, 30-21, 30-24,
Really?
37, and then it goes to 31. 30-23 isn't an option.
Usually we do
Am
that,
I just targeting fucking the real games
Exact
right
game
now?
totals.
I mean, hey, I
really don't know.
because I would hammer that in. That's interesting. That's really that's kind of what I'm seeing. I think they cover that. I think it barely squeaks over by that 6 points right at the end. I think the bad man is going to have to do it in front of the home fans with under 2 minutes on the clock like he does every time. I hate to say it, but 9 times out of 10, I would rather take him in that situation than anybody else on this entire damn planet. So sign me up. I think you're right. You know I don't bet on the Packers. You know I'm not laying 5.5 points of wood while in a divisional game on the Packers. You're out of your doggone mind. I'm probably not getting involved on the total either, but I do lean to that over. So a little bit more micro from your boy before we get into Sunday's matchups. Devontae Adams, minus 145 to score a touchdown anytime. That seems pretty doggone accurate, but I don't like to eat much chalk over minus 120 on those. Aaron Jones, minus 110. I'd be interested in getting involved in that one.
So to cut in there, I think one of these, it's just been so tough when both of these guys, A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones, have been healthy. It's been really tough to call who's going to be, because they haven't really both kind of had any type of huge production at the same time together. You almost have to stay away unless you can be really confident that one of them is going to get a bulk of the workload, whether it's the goal line or passing game. It's tough to call for me in this one. I'm staying away from both guys. I think one of them at least has a good game. I just don't know who it's going to be.
I don't either. That's very interesting that you say that. I had been noticing that. So there's something to take heat advice straight from the horse's mouth of the Packers fan base right there.
If I'm going anywhere on either of those two guys, I'm going with a little plus money sprinkle on A.J. Dillon because the man is a beast around the goal line, dude.
Especially, man, you get into the third, into the fourth quarter, and it's so fucking cold in Lambeau, and those boys are starting. Oh, and then he just starts bowling ball down there. I mean, his legs are the size of my torso, dog.
It's Derrick Henry. I maybe not the same breakaway speed, but as far as not wanting to tackle him at this point in the year, it's Derrick Henry 2.0, dude.
Look, a quick soapbox for me. It makes me sick. I ate my broccoli. I ate my chicken. I ate my vegetables and protein and drank my damn milk growing up as a kid. I promise you I did. And then I look at a young man, I don't even know, what is he, 24, 25? Yeah, he might even be younger than that. 24? He might be 23, 22. I don't know, but he's a human tank is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. 23. What did I miss? Could I just have been eating fucking ho-hos and
those quads?
I mean, Quadzilla is absolutely bananas. It's insane. I can't believe it. I think he's going to shit off. And if I'm going between anybody, I'm taking a little plus money with A.J. Dillon. So I think that's worth a sprinkle for sure. And then anybody outside of that, I think this one's going to be really hard to call, to tell you the truth. But Josiah DeGuara. Nope.
Hasn't been as productive as middle of the season, so I don't want to give away too much. Well, although it does seem like my extra cheddar plug readers are a little different than our viewers. I think Allen Lazard's going to have a huge factor, dude. People are, and he's got some plus money on touchdown scores, low receiving total, dude.
I like that.
Again, don't want to give. I like I said, my readers. It appears my readers are different than the viewers, so I honestly don't care that I'm dropping it all right now, but. The value on that is through the roof, in my opinion, dude. The connection that Rodgers has had with Lazard, and I promise I'm not just being a homer. It's if you just look at the stat sheet, you'd say, oh, maybe he's due for some regression. But if you actually watch the games and you hear how Rodgers talks about him, this connection that they've developed over the last 5-6 weeks is kind of on the same page as, like, maybe not to that same level, but getting close to the territory of how it was with Jordy Nelson, James Jones type stuff as those number 2 receivers. Ooh. Best connection he's had, it's starting to appear as behind Devontae Adams, man, and he's had 8 touchdowns in the last 11 games, and it should be like plus 100, man. He's catching touchdowns at such a high rate. Had the last 6 quarters, he only played a first half last week or 2 weeks ago, week 18, had 5-6 catches, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns, 75-ish yards, and a touchdown the week before, man. I think there is a ridiculous load of value on Allen Lazard this weekend.
Hey, I like that. I got it in the bet slip here. Final closing thoughts on the 49ers versus the Packers. Running back totals, Aaron Jones, 50.5, and A.J. Dillon, 39.5. Over or under on either one of those, or completely stay away for you, partner?
Like I said, I don't like to call between the two, but kind of how we were talking about A.J. Dillon. I don't think I like eating the chalk on these props in this specific case.
Sure.
But if I was going anywhere, it'd be A.J. Dillon in this cold weather, man. 100%.
Sure. Okay, there you go.
I don't
there
think
you
it's a
have
bad
it.
bet. I don't think it's a bad bet.
Straight from the horse's mouth. Whoa, thank you, Wilbur. There you go. There you have it. The San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Fudge Packers. I always got to get my jab in anytime.
One last thing. FanDuel's got a little $10 risk free, dude. I had $10 to win like 400. Just Packers minus 5.5, 2 Lazard touchdowns and like 80+ yards.
Okay.
Don't think I'm crazy either. I
don't think you're crazy either. So Pack minus 5.5.
Risk free action,
we
dude.
got
Freebie on a big Lazard day.
We got old Lazard 2+ tutters, and then we got Lazard 80+ yards.
Correct.
Is that what you said? Okay, 80 plus. Wow, fuck. All right, I kind of like that as well.
Risk free spot. Don't
SGP.
like doing those
and,
if it's
and
not
if
risk free.
And if I do say something for you guys, and everybody that just jumped out of the live show is out of their fucking minds for doing so, these SGPs that you put together, dude, are bar none. Like they very rarely miss. Like I know I'm saying that now, but you know your damn team, and when you got it one targeted like this and you put together early, typically makes it to the pay window. So I'm probably locking that bad boy in.
Yeah,
for sure.
If you want to get safe, I kind of went a little overzealous since it's a little risk free. I think he takes care of just the simpler ones for sure if you're trying to be safe. But if you're trying to go big for a risk free, I love it, dude.
Okay, well, there you go. There you have it. All right, that does it for the Saturday slate. We will keep things moving, keep things grooving. Partner's going to be having palpitations all day long, so make sure you follow him at RMags TTL Sports. You see it there. He'll be tweeting all Packers nonsense throughout the entire game. If you are a cheesehead yourself, trust me, an account you want to follow. If you are a member of the Morning Bears community right now, follow your boy at Colt TTL Sports right down there. Trying to here's my daily NFT plug as always, trying to buy into some teddy bears. Shout out Bears. So there you go, there you have it. Packers and 49ers. Sunday slate, my friend. Sunday. January the 23rd, first game up on tap at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shout out to some of our favorites in the industry, the PMI fellas over there at Pat McAfee Incorporated offices. All of that being said, I think this is all but the Los Angeles Rams game to lose, my friend. I truly do. I truly believe it. I am a pretty big fan of the 2.5. Looks like it's up to 3 in some spots, holding it 2.5 at some spots. It looks like the public loves the Rams. And 59% of bets landed on the Rams, 35% of money on the plus 2.5. So that does scare me. And 78% of bets with only 35% of money on the plus 125. So that does scare me. I can't lie to you, coming right off the grip. But what I think that is just the typical average everyday, as much as every day those Sharps guys are that are putting that money down at this point in time, are betting on Tom Brady. And that's all that I've been hearing, man. It's just Tom Brady. Now, they're still dealing with a lot of injuries. They may be getting healthy, but they're still dealing with a lot of nonsense, a lot of this, a lot of that. And, I mean, they can still win the game, but, I mean, I think they have a much more severe chance to lose the game. And if they lose the game, it's not going to be because of Tom. I can guarantee you that. But at the same time, I think that their offense kind of struggles. I really think it does. And here's the thing. Macro view. Here's what I see. I see Tristan Wirfs getting hurt last week being a key fucking component of that offensive line. And if that offensive line struggles in any capacity against a Rams defensive line that we know is going to have their ears pinned back for the entire 60 minutes, I can't help but to think that Tom's going to get blown up all day long. And it can't help me, but even without seeing all that split, to still want to take the Rams on the money line. Now, I know I'm a homer. I have 2,100 plus 2,100 ticket out on the Rams to win the Super Bowl. I've had it since August. It's sitting around now down to plus 700. Shout out Sean McVay, the Maction Miami, Ohio Redhawk product around this time of the year. You always love to shout out the Mac, but man, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about it. What say you?
My man, I do believe we are lining up on this one together, my man. So you said about the bets and money splits. It does look like the Rams are the public side so far. But once we get to Sunday, man, I have to imagine that the general public, the average person that's just opening their sportsbook wants some action, is going to be flooding to Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Am I wrong?
That's what I'm thinking. That's where my head's at.
And beyond that, so I already had preconceived notions about this game, and then I was listening to someone, I'll shout him out here in a second, that really confirmed my thoughts here. Fabian Sommer, someone from Germany, NFL bettor, big NFL bettor from Germany. He was saying something about Tampa Bay when they blitz heavy, their pressure rate is fantastic, but Matt Stafford is really good when against blitzes. When they don't blitz and they just bring their front four, their pressure rate is so much lower, like a 20% drop off, like 26% I think it was. So a huge drop off, man. So either they're going to blitz and Matt Stafford is good against blitzes, or they're not going to be able to blitz and they're not going to be able to generate much pressure. And like you said about everything, I love what you said about everything about the Rams defense against that Bucs offense, because the narrative that people are starting to bring up is Tom Brady versus Matt Stafford. From a blind view, is that kind of what it is? And not really. No, it's not, because it's Matt Stafford against this Tampa Bay defense, and I think it's a good matchup for him. And it's Tom Brady and a banged up Bucs offense around him against a Ram defense that I think is playing their best ball at this time right now. Von Miller, I'm not saying he's going to be the MVP of this defense, but he's been playing better and better every single week. Aaron Donald is healthy. I really like the Rams in this spot, dude. I don't feel crazy betting against Tom Brady in this spot. I really don't. It's if it was a night game, I would be all in on the Rams for sure. And I say that because at night Tom Brady's been struggling lately, and Sunday afternoons at home he has been fantastic. I will. That's probably my main concern, is that Tom Brady at home in the afternoon has been unbelievable. That's my only concern. But I think it's a bad matchup. Rams won the matchup first time around this year, and I think last year as well. I think this Rams team is the worst possible matchup the Bucs could have drew right here in this round, man.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not a good matchup for what the Bucs produce this time of the year, or not even this time of the year. This year in general, just not the same.
They're not the same team as they were 365 days ago. So I guess the one concern that I guess is fair is, are you concerned? One last thing that I didn't mention. Like, are you? Without any numbers, are you legitimately concerned that Matt Stafford is going to shoot the Rams in the foot? I think that's probably the biggest hurdle that you have to get over if you're betting on the Rams, right?
Yeah, and also I go back to last week, and I think about the Arizona Cardinals, and I think about something that I said on last week's show, probably the NFL edition, of how can you really buy what the product we're going to see from the Arizona Cardinals this weekend without Kyler Murray having that oh shit handle? And I know I made the joke about, you don't know what an oh shit handle is. You're riding around somebody's speed and you grab up to that thing. Oh shit. That's what DeAndre Hopkins is to Kyler Murray. He's getting blitzed. He's running around in circles. Fuck, flip my hips. D-Hop. Okay, he's out there somewhere. He'll find it. D-Hop, touchdown. I mean, it's how it happens. And it's so evident when he doesn't have them. It's not the same offense. So I don't know. Now, granted, Stafford did carve up that defense pretty well, and McVay had that offense in a spot where I haven't seen that offense look that good in a while, my friend. So if I'm buying into anybody, I'm buying into the narrative that's not getting talked about, the McVay versus BA matchup here. And give me McVay, man. McVay made it to the mountaintop 2 years ago, hasn't made it back. COVID fucked them up. They're back in action now, man. I think they make it to the mountaintop once again. I know I'm a homer, but I think you're right. I think come Sunday morning when everybody wakes up, everybody, their dogs, their uncles, their brothers, their sisters, their mothers, their fathers are just going to start throwing bags, and the Brinks trucks are going to start backing up to the Buccaneers facility, just throwing money at their -2.5, -3, and I don't think that's the right side. I think that the Rams are going to go, and I think that I am brave enough to even bypass the points, not even do a full unit, half unit sprinkle. I think I'm going to take the money line. I think I don't need to even worry about it.
I think you're right. I was about to say I love getting the extra 3 just because I think worst case they lose by field goal, but I think that's absolute worst case. I think you're right, man. I think you can feel decent about the money line. But yeah, I guess I'll stick with the points, but I don't think you're crazy at all for that.
No, I don't. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. So let's go a little bit more micro here. I'm not officially hammering it in yet. I'm not over the moon about it, but man, if I'm gonna cash that Super Bowl ticket, I need him to win this damn game. So
Sure.
I gotta bypass the point. Yeah, I gotta walk it like I talk it. I gotta bypass the points. I gotta take the money line. I think they're getting to the fucking Super Bowl. LA Rams. Let's go. Let's go, McVay baby. Come on. Let's go now. Touchdown scores. Let's start here, as per usual. My little Cooper Cup. Shout out Matthew Berry. TMR, minus 135. Probably the lowest odds he's had for a touchdown score, and I don't know how long. And I would venture to say that's just because he's going up against the Bucs. At the end of the day, I mean, they still are the third-ranked team against. Or no, I'm sorry. Wow, holy shit, they're the 21st ranked team against the pass in the league. So that's a little bit backwards. All they do is stop the rush. So I guess I really didn't think about that. So give me Cooper Kupp. If you're making an SGP for this game, go ahead, throw Cooper Kupp on there. Again, I don't like to eat any more over than like minus 110 when I'm just playing these straight up. Maybe minus 120. Gronk, I would say, has some pretty damn good value at plus 110. Especially me and you talk about this all the time too, partner. When you got a star and it's right around the plus 110 to minus 110, right in that ballpark, hammer it in when it's at the plus money before it flips, because that's typically the sweet spot for sure. And then anybody outside of Cooper Kupp really pique your interest on the Rams?
Dude, the way Odell has been playing has me interested once again in that man, dude.
Plus 165. I mean, what, 9 out of his last 10? Is that what it is now?
I'm not sure, if I'm being totally honest, but he's at least pretty damn ingrained into this offense. He's playing well at the right time. So at that value, at least, I don't think that's crazy. I think he. What are you seeing it on your side of things? I see one plus 160 over here.
I got 165. So pretty much damn same. Let me see. So it only goes to week 18. So he scored last week in the wild card. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 8 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he scored 6 out of his last 8 weeks. Yeah. So plus 165, how can you not bite? How can you not?
That's kind of what I'm saying. Similar to what I was saying with Alan Lazard. That should be at least plus 100, if not higher, man.
And also, dude, the way Van Jefferson has looked on some of these sneak behind the secondary, blow a freaking 50-yard bomb from Stafford and run a little 5-10-yard scamper and get in the end zone for plus 310 odds, plus 310 on Van Jefferson. I'm not opposed to a little half-unit sprinkle or something on that. That seems pretty damn valuable if you ask me. Also, Tyler Higbee. I'm a homer for Tyler Higbee. Every time I feel like he has value, it doesn't work. So I would say go ahead and stay away from Tyler Higbee because I feel like he gets in. But also the defense special teams might be worth a look. Tampa Bay plus 450, LA plus 550. So
okay,
LA pins the ears back, like I'm saying, maybe plus 550.
Yeah, I don't hate that. Last thing, your Bucs run defense has been good. Cam Akers looked fantastic last week.
Didn't he though?
I'll probably stay away just because of that Bucs defense. Should be a tough matchup for him. But I mean, and on the same vein, he should be a tough matchup for that defense, man. Plus 130 on my side of things for a touchdown. I don't know.
Does it make you want to go out and test the old Achilles, see how things are rocking and rolling on your end of things? You see one young man can do it. Maybe it's possible. Anything is possible as long as you believe. Shout out.
I've been doing some makeshift workouts in my apartment. So no is the answer because I have to. I do
resounding.
Okay, resounding. No, cutting it as far as stopping and starting when I'm jogging is already oh man, I don't know.
Hold on a minute now. Oh fuck. All right. Well, hey, shout out to Cam Akers though. So you guys hear that? Cam Akers came back from a full-fledged Achilles tear at the beginning. It was the beginning of the year, it was preseason, it wasn't like it happened last year. Right. And he worked his way back, and damn did he look good last week. Whoo boy. So there you go. There you have it. Defensive wise, there are a few defensive props. We'll see if there's anything with kind of how you were talking there. Von Miller to record a sack is at plus 120, partner.
Give it to me.
That's what I'm saying too.
Give it to me.
Plus 120. Leonard Floyd, that bastard. Not really, because good for him. He's doing great now in L.A., but can't do shit on Chicago and then goes to L.A. and is defensive tackle of the year, for crying out loud. Plus 158 for Leonard Floyd. Something interesting there. Sometimes he sneaks in, and I mean, if that Tampa Bay offensive line struggles like I think it's going to, boy, whoo, every one of these guys might get a sack, for crying out loud. But I love Von Miller.
Von's had 5 straight games with a sack.
And you're giving me plus 120 odds?
Give it to us.
Sign me up. Sign me up. That's on the card for sure. Okay, outside of that, goodness gracious. Getting in these damn Discords, dude. I fucking every time I try and go to a different thing, I accidentally click on the Discord and another notification. Let's see here. Totals wrapping it up, and then in summary, if we got anything else, the old Buccaneers over under 25.5. With the total, with the total being at 48.
Away from totals this week, or on this game this week, man.
I think so too.
I could see it being a high-scoring game. I could see it being a grindy, scrappy 17-20 game. I'm out on that. I'm out on totals this week for this game.
I agree with you, my man. All right. Well, scoring. Well, fuck. If we're out on scoring, then I probably don't have an opinion on the scoring. I guess because like the last two, it kind of just came to me. It kind of just flowed off the tongue. So I'm not gonna force anything with this one.
I guess my guess would be 27-21 Rams. That's my pick.
Okay. Well, there you go. There you have it. 27-21 LA victory would be. Ooh, jeepers creepers. 200-1 odds, Mags. $10 will win you $2K.
Like I said, no confidence on that total or exact score on that.
Dude, I swear, every time I scroll by this 24-21 now, Bengals over the Titans, it just looks a little bit better. It just looks a little bit better.
What were the odds on it again?
190-1 plus 19,000. Yeah, I love it. Could you imagine? Imagine how pissed off the books would be. I'm in. I'm low-key in on that one.
What are you 10-second sidebar. Is it those that you're more pissed off that you want to win, like a 50-cent $1, or the like 4-leg first basket scorer, or the like 6-leg first touchdown scorer?
The one that pisses me off the most is the anytime tutty scores. Is like I'll put together. There were so many times every Sunday I would put together a lottery ticket. I'd go to every game. And I'd get up at 8 a.m. First thing, I'd go right to the touchdown score markets. I'd make an anytime touchdown score parlay. And then I'd go to the fucking couch. I'd turn on both TVs with NFL Now on and then Daily Wager. And I'd just be intaking content, just into what's happening, what's going on, who do they like, what's happening. Okay, where are these line movements, what's happening? And I would go 11 for 12, 12 for 13, 9 for 10, and I'm talking about these motherfuckers are worth $50 and $60 and $70,000, and I'm missing them by a fucking leg. I mean, those ones just like rip my heart out, stomp on it, kick it down the sidewalk, go find it, stick it through a steak, put it on your grill, feed it to your family, and then bury me for the rest of my life. It's over with. Like, I just, those hurt so bad, especially, like, I had the system. Like, let me see how these lines move. Let me pay attention to other people. What do they like? What do people not like? Oh my gosh, and dude, those ones kill me. And then when the Philadelphia Flyers stiff us in the ass on the fourth leg of a parlay, that's what really gets me.
Moving on.
So there you go, there you have it. In summary, nothing else from me in this one. We do like. We both are on the LA Rams. Partner likes the points. I do like the money line. I'm gonna stick with my Super Bowl pick. Take the Rams on the money line. Gronk anytime touchdown score at plus 110 is nice. OBJ at plus 165 to find it again for his 7th time out of his 9th game. A little bit of a nugget there for you, plus 165. Van Jefferson, I like for a half unit sprinkle. He's been able to find the end zone the last few games here, and if it's going to be anything, it's going to be this Rams passing attack and Matthew Stafford being able to rip the top off of that secondary. So if anybody's ripping off the top off of that secondary, don't be surprised to be seeing it be Van Jefferson, and he rips off a 10, 15-yard run afterwards, and you see him dancing around in the end zone, and that plus 310 makes it the window. And then hammer in 150% for both me and my partner, Von Miller, to record a sack. Yes, yes, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. They're giving you plus 120 odds. Get the hell out of here. Who fell and bumped their head behind the counter? I don't know, but we're hammering that bad boy in. Outside of that, quickly going back just real quick, the only two things we really said or I really liked from the Packers game that you knew, Mags, you know what Mags likes, but I just like the A.J. Dillon anytime touchdown scorer, and I like your Allen Lazard too, anytime touchdown scorer, and that SGP as well.
Sweet.
So there you go. There you have it. One more up on tap here, friends. Thanks for hanging out, stopping by, hearing a couple of goobers talking about our opinions on this week's NFL games, because this next one up here, this might be the funnest one yet. Here we go. Last one up, NFL Playoff Divisional Round, about to be complete. with the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Sunday night nightcap, if you will. 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Not necessarily a nightcap, but Chiefs now down to the 1.5-point favorite after opening up at a field goal in some spots. Down to 2.5 quickly, and now down to 1.5. My friends, I don't even need to really think about it too much. I am pretty much all the way in and sold on the Buffalo Bills. My goofy ass, I haven't been, let's see. Okay, here we go. Hold on. I thought we had more comments flowing in, but it was just somebody goofy, and then we got shout out Toddy in the chat. He says, let's talk about where the real money line is at. Brady is better looking than McVay. All TV does is win. TV27, shout out Toddy. Thanks for popping in as always, my man. We appreciate the fuck out of you, dude. Hey, we'll see what happens, baby. We'll see what happens there. Back to it though. We got another couple of money men here. Patty Mahomes, Josh Allen. Hey, props to you, my friend. Running like a man possessed. When he runs with a passion. He wants to get at least 15 yards every scamper, and he is looking for contact. He is not trying to get out of bounds. He is looking for contact. And holy cow, does that scare everybody in Bills Mafia every time he does it. But they don't give a damn. We'll talk about his props. I'm glad you're already looking into those as well, partner. Hey, we're already on the same page. I know where you're going.
Hadn't seen that one yet. The one I was
know where you're going. I know where you're going. So, high-level overview, I'm taking the Bills plus the 1.5. Probably not even that. Fuck it, I'm probably taking the money line to tell you the truth. And I talked about this with my barber yesterday. Shout out Anthony Sorrentino and all the guys over at Sorrentino's. Free plug if you're in Arlington Heights or the northwest suburbs. You need a free little chop-up. Hey, they didn't fuck me up. Woo! They didn't fuck me up. So, hey, you need a free chop-up. You need to get your stuff crispy with a K, as my man Danny always says. Roll in there, visit him at Sorrentino's Barbershop. But I was talking to him. He's a huge Bills fan. He's got fucking Bills stuff all over the doggone shop now, losing his fucking mind, this, that, and the third. And, of course, first thing I walk in, he's like, where's the line? Where's the money? What's going on? What's happening? So we started talking about it. And I said, man, I think the Bills move. And I said they move on. And the only thing that I keep coming back to is, and I've said it on this show probably half a dozen times, that image of Stephon Diggs standing on the corner of Arrowhead Stadium looking at the Kansas City Chiefs celebrating going to the AFC Championship in this exact same position last year and tweeting something to the effect of, we'll be back, whatever the case might be. And I saw that visual before he tweeted something. I said, oh boy, they just unlocked a beast. I bet you he's about to tweet something, and I'll be damned he did. And then that's all I keep coming back to, and I can't help but think that the Bills are on a revenge tour. Sean McDermott's got the boys rolling. Dabble's got the boys rocking and rolling. Got to give their DC some credit, but I can't think of his name right now.
Oh, please.
What do you got?
Leslie Frazier.
Oh, it is Leslie Frazier. That's right. Oh, that's why you got that fucking shit-eating grin, you bastard. Oh, yeah. Okay,
you're trying to get him out of your mind so hard that you can't even think of.
Yes, I honestly have been. To tell you the truth, I honestly have been. Either way, there's that. So, I think that the Bills have no problem taking care of this. And then it looks like the over's pretty severe public side. 54, yeah. Hey, this one's going to fly over. I'd say take the under. But I'm crazy. A little contrarian. I don't think that has the most value in the world. But that's kind of my thoughts overall on the game. Partner, what do you got?
This is the one that I don't have, as far as gambling perspective, I don't have the strongest opinions on, partner. I'll start with the total because I agree with you as far as gun to my head, entertainment aside, like, would I fade the public and go to the under? Yeah, but I could also see this being like a unbelievable game of the year, 35, 34 type stuff. So I don't want to get in front of that train, honestly. And then as far as the spread, I'm with you. I am leaning pretty damn hard to the Bills. I like what they've got going on right now. And, of course, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. But, again, it's a hard lean on that Bills money line, man. Everything you said, I think they get it done. They're playing well right now. Josh Allen is playing well right now. I think this Chiefs defense is going to be a little, I don't know if exposed is the right word, like they were the first half of the season where they were a dumpster fire, but I don't think they're going to, have this same type of success that they've had the last handful of weeks.
No.
I'm leaning pretty damn heavily to the Bills. I'm probably going to wait a little bit, see how the Sunday market reacts a little bit.
Same.
And then maybe I'll make a smaller play just to have some action if I feel strongly about something. But I'm also kind of willing to go into this one as just watching it as an entertainment value. But I'm sure I'll have something hammered in by game time, or maybe
I
even
also-
by the end of this segment here.
I also don't think you should wait too long in case the old Bills do end up becoming a favorite with a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
severe
fair.
action. So
That's
maybe
fair.
you fucking get involved if you're trying to at least get a point.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Because I don't
That's
think
fair.
it's going to go back up to 2.5. If the books had the audacity to drop it to 1.5, they needed more action on Kansas City. Period. They needed more
Yeah.
action on Kansas
Yeah,
City,
yeah.
and they were not getting it at the 2.5. So that's the only reason.
Yeah.
And I think they got caught with their pants down. I think they did. I really think they did. I think they should have made Buffalo the favorites, and they would have got fuckloads of money on Kansas City. And people are realizing, yo, this Buffalo team's legit, and I think they can take care of Kansas City. So, hey, I'd
I
say
cannot wait to watch this game,
until
dude.
the books. I know this is the nightcap on Sunday, last one of the weekend, but man, hey, just in case that son of a bitch flips, even if it's just a little bit of involvement,
Oh,
maybe get involved on that money line.
that's totally fair. That's totally fair because that's nothing to do with why I'm hesitating. It's more so I just am not 100% sold on it yet, but
Sure.
that's where I'm. Yeah, you're right. I don't think I'm going to be. My opinion's going to be swayed in the next 48 hours. I don't know why it would be, honestly.
So, all right, a little bit more micro into the TD score prop markets. Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, obviously the heaviest favorites in the market. Travis Kelce -120, Hill -115. Both of them, yeah. If you're building an SGP, go ahead, add them, have fun, hi ho, silver, get away at it. But I'm not doing it at the minus money. Devin Singletary, maybe, but I'm good on that. Jerick McKinnon still at dog money +100. The books are finally wisening up. He was almost
He was
to
big
plus
factor
2,
last
yeah,
week.
almost +200 last week. I cashed a ticket on him last week. I couldn't believe it. I was like, well, maybe something's going on. No, nothing at all. Stephon Diggs +120. I like that a lot. I think he shows up. I think this is his big revenge game. I actually like that a lot. That Dawson Knox to Josh Allen connection is real as all hell. +180 for Dawson Knox. Also, Josh Allen to find the end zone himself, +145. So that's got a little bit of value. But I do like that Dawson Knox, man. That connection they got is bar none.
I'm not as over the moon as I was last week about Josh Allen props. As far as the touchdown score, they had a lot of chances to do some QB sneak action. They it seemed like they were just like saving him. We don't want to risk anything here when we're kicking the Patriots' ass. I feel like they're not going to be holding back in this spot. So I'm a little interested in a Josh Allen touchdown score in this one, maybe a sneak or even, a little boot action. I'm interested in that one this week again.
Same. Something that might trip your trigger here. We just talked about the defense and special teams for the Rams and the Buccaneers, right? +450, +550 for the Buccaneers and Rams, respectively. For the Chiefs and the Bills, respectively, +360 and +390. Why would that be a 200 spot difference? I am almost interested in taking the Buffalo defense special teams. They turned him over, Patrick Mahomes, they turned him over 3 times, I think, himself. 3 interceptions, I think it was. I can look into it here in a minute. But +390, man.
Yeah.
If they're going to do anything crazy and really
goofy,
be in
right?
this game, and then two defenses that I would put on the same tier. Obviously, defense wins championships. It's part of the reason why these teams are here. But at the same time, man, like, yo. That don't make any sense. I would put the other 2 defenses much higher in LA and Tampa Bay. So give me a little sprinkle on Buffalo defense special teams to find the back of the end zone on a crazy pick 6 or something wild right around the 15-yard line after a Buffalo punt pins them deep.
Maybe.
Call me crazy now. Feel free to quote me later. That's what I feel.
Mahomes 2 picks that first game, a fumble lost, and then Byron Pringle also lost a fumble. So 4 turnovers that game, man. 4.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know, man. That's where my head's leaning. Outside of that, let's see here. I'm out of the passing props on this one. Nothing really receiving-wise lights me up. Jeepers Creepers, they don't even have a Gronk passing yardage on FanDuel right now. So that's interesting to note.
I don't see it over on this one either.
That's interesting to note. Why would that be? Why
Doesn't
would
make
that
sense,
be?
right?
And he has a TD score. Huh. Okay, things you're not getting heard talk about anywhere else. There's a little something, ding, ding, ding. I don't know what that means. If that means like maybe he might be hurt, maybe he might be out. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything in that regards all week long. +110 anytime tut. That makes no sense.
I don't know. Maybe that's because I know people were.
Oh, dude,
all
what am
over
I?
him.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Stop.
What? Wow.
Dude, I'm the one who ingests the vitamins, bro. What? Come on. We're talking about the Chiefs and the Bills. Come on, we're not talking about the Bucs and the Rams anymore.
You had me. I was like, that is weird. What the fuck? Wow.
Go. Just say something.
We've been knocking it out of the park for about 39 minutes out of 40 minutes of this whole contest here.
What the fuck? I was so confused.
I was about to put together this whole narrative about.
I was
like, are they just waiting because they don't want the market to go crazy on it before the game? Oh wow, dude.
I couldn't put it together. I was so damn confused. Holy shit. Okay, so yeah, there will not be any Gronkowski receiving props for. Wow, I knew I took a big heap of vitamins before I entered today's show, but I didn't think they were that doggone big. There will be no Gronkowski receiving props on this game because Rob Gronkowski does not play for either the Chiefs or the Bills. So,
That'd be impressive.
That'd be great. That would be wonderful. But motherfucker, nothing jumping off the screen at me on that one. Goodness gracious. I don't know how you even save it from there. That was about as dumb as it can possibly get. Looking through any of the other markets before you wrap it up, partner. Nothing else really jumping off the screen as me. Any totals or really any of the scores or anything there. I like the Bills to move on, and that's just about all that I really see myself on, except a solid little sprinkle on Stephon Diggs anytime tutty, Dawson Knox anytime tutty, and then little half unit sprinkle on Buffalo defense special teams.
Okay. I was just going to add, they've boosted up Josh Allen's rushing number after last week, man, to 50.5. I'm seeing over here. Little steep for me. I was all over it last week, but I'll probably be sitting away from that one. I think Josh Allen to score a touchdown is really the only additional thing that I'm interested in this one.
Yeah, I like that one as well for sure. Okay, well, there you go. There you have it, my friends. The entire Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs breakdown, wrapping up the entire NFL Divisional Round weekend spectacular. Now, 19 minutes after the top of the hour, we got a meeting here at the noon o'clock hour, so we'll try and keep this tight and concise. But hey, we stick to this show. We don't ever like to break up good vibes or good content or good conversation. So we'll just segue right here into the second half of the show, get a little motivation minutes, and we'll get on out of here. So without further ado, partner, anything burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul, you have been dying to get out to the kind folks that joined us for the NFL Playoff Divisional Round Spectacular, episode number 207 of the TTL Pod on this beautiful January 24th, 21st, 2022.
All right, my man. Time to get off the rails on this one. Nothing to do with the NFL today.
Here we go.
Bringing a different spin today, partner. A little, I believe it was Free-for-All Friday, maybe is what I pointed
right
in.
Round, so, baby, right round when you go
quick hitters.
Down. Let's go.
4 different topics.
Uh-huh.
You have to save 3 and drop 1. These 4 movies. So I give you 4 movies. You got to pick 3 that you keep, 1 that you boot.
Oh, so for like the rest of time.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
So kind of
like
fuck one, marry one, kill one, but just different spin.
That's
you don't have to pick them specifically like that.
Okay.
It's just pick 3 to save, 1 to kill.
Okay, that's
movies, comedy movies. The Hangover.
Oof.
Step Brothers.
Oof.
Superbad.
Oh my gosh.
And Pineapple Express.
Oh my god. Are you okay? Are you all right, dude?
I'll do it too, man. I it's gonna be a tough choice for me. These are 4 of my favorite movies ever.
Okay, so Pineapple Express, no fucking way. No way.
Right.
No way. No way. Superbad, no way, because that started Jonah Hill, and that started the career of Adam. Like, that started everything. Movies wouldn't be movies nowadays without that movie. Oh, gosh. What was number 4 outside The Hangover?
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers. I don't want to say this, but you can watch other parts of the sequel and think about it for all eternity. What do tigers dream of when they take a little tiger snooze? Ixlay it, dude. Send The Hangover into the oblivion. I cannot do without Step Brothers.
You want to...
What's your favorite non-pornographic magazine? Your favorite Good Housekeeping. Did we just become best friends? Yup. Do you want to do karate in the garage? Yup. Dude, come on. You're telling me that's not the greatest Will Ferrell movie? Dude, come on. You can't live without Step Brothers. You can't live without it.
I'm 100% with you on this. I think if it was what are the best movies out of these four, I don't know that you knock off The Hangover. But as far as rewatchability, I am 100%. We're on the same page 100%, dude. Yeah. Superbad's probably my number one choice, dude. That
so say she walks out of the bedroom one day, and I'm walking out of the bathroom, and there's a luscious V of chest pubes going down to my ball fro, and she grabs me by the wiener. She says, "Oh my God, I've had enough of the old bull. I want some of the young calf." Shut the fuck up. You cannot live without
I gotta watch one of these tonight, dude. I just have to. Okay. So I did that one. So that one was started because I saw that a few variations of that conversation going around. Other people had
fucking Catalina wine mixer. Please carry on.
Because at first there was like a list of like 10, and it was even tougher. And I was like, all right, well, he's not gonna remember all 10 if I'm just spewing them at him. So I'll cut it down to 4. Different topic. Still save 3.
Okay.
Fast food. So this one was tough because I was trying to. Maybe this is an easier one for you. I don't know. Wendy's.
I don't really eat much, but
that's Wendy's, Arby's, Jersey Mike's, and Portillo's.
Oh, dude. Okay. Ixlay Mike's. I'm sorry, bro. Ixlay Mike's. I don't have to think about that whatsoever. Okay. Because go back through the first two again, real quick.
Wendy's and Arby's.
Yeah. Okay. Wendy's is pretty much my number one. Like Chick-fil-A is about the only other one that beats that.
Oh, I was thinking about putting that one instead.
I love me some damn Arby's, bro. Like Arby's, their stupid freaking smokehouse brisket sandwich deal they got over there is ridiculous. And then when you find yourself in line getting that stupid sandwich, they got these stupid buffalo boneless chicken nuggets now that are just chicken nuggets, and they come with sauce. And they also give you waffle fries now with your curly fries. Arby's is doing too much. Arby's is doing way too much, and it is just like I love every minute of it. I love every minute. And then, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You're gonna put Tillo's on the list, and you're gonna think I'm gonna ixlay that shit? Yeah, it's your damn mind.
Kind of testing your Chicago win.
Speaking of which, it's a nice day. Might have to go grab me a couple of dogs and old cake shake.
There you go.
A couple of dogs, old cake shake.
I think I'm on the same page as you, but every time I have Jersey Mike's, it's like, why the hell don't I have Jersey Mike's once a week?
J Mike's is fire, bro. Especially
Mike's is fire, dude. And I honestly, I like Wendy's and Arby's. I wish I could combine the two into one and get a little, if you know what I'm trying to say here. So,
yeah, I don't know. I just love Wendy's, bro. I just love a 4 for 4. See, I just got you.
I guess I go Jersey Mike's, dude. Yeah. Oh, please! And our friend, our mutual best friend Scooter would be punching us if we.
Oh, he's probably losing his mind right now if he's watching this right now. Are you guys fucking serious? Are you kidding me? The real cooked. Are you kidding? And a DP on the side. There's nothing that beats it. Point blank. Period. Oh, I could already hear him now. Bottom line, yeah, I think you ixlay. Okay. I think you ixlay J Mike's.
All right, I did this one specifically catered to you, my friend. Save 3 out of 4 mid-major basketball conferences.
Oh no!
The mid-major game. SoCon, for our viewers that aren't super familiar, if you watch us, that's about Chattanooga, Mercer, Wofford, some others.
UNCG, the Big Sky, ETSU.
The Big Sky, Montana, NOCO, EWU, Montana State. So there's SoCon, Big Sky.
I hate you.
Conference USA. That's UAB, UNT, Middle 10, Western Kentucky, or the MAAC, Iona, St. Pete, Siena, Monmouth.
You bastard. You know me to my core. You are such a bastard for that.
Those are the 4. I was like, I had 3, and then I was like, what's the 4th one that I dropped in here?
Oh, the MAAC has been they've all been so good to me this year. I would say the only one that hasn't been the greatest to me, number 2. Why am I spacing?
Big Sky?
Big Sky, yeah. The Big Sky's
really?
been just because the Big Sky's been goofy as all shit this year. Like traditionally, I love Big Sky basketball, but it has been weird, and I haven't been able to bet on the Big Sky since like the beginning of the month, just because I got tired of getting my teeth kicked in. So I just stopped. And yeah, I would say ixlay the Big Sky for this year, but man, you put me in a bind there, pal. I love me some Conference USA this year too. Especially FAU. Keep your eyes and ears peeled. Owls are coming out of nowhere. Quality win against the old Hilltoppers last night. Don't get me started.
Maybe I'm an asshole for this one, making us choose. But 4 Mac Miller albums. Last one that we wrap it up. Best Day Ever. Good AM. Kids. And Blue Slide Park.
Oh, you Okay, good AM because that's pretty much like me and yours album. Like
Sure.
we lived together when that album dropped, and
Sure.
like we would wake up in the morning and roll up a big old fat stick of some vitamins and fucking listen to that whole fucking thing. Like that are just some days I'll never forget. Like that album forever holds a special place in my heart, and I still like listen to that every single day. Like some
I still
song
listen
off
to
that,
song. I still
some
listen to
song
things from all
yeah,
of these every
yeah,
day.
yeah, dude. So. Kids is what like who
You can't kill that
kicking
one.
incredibly
You just
dope
can't
shit.
kill that one,
Who
no.
is this guy? What is this?
Spins.
No way. And Blue Slide Park. My name Mac Miller. Who the fuck are
Underrated,
you?
but dude, I listened
My
through it
crew
and I
too
just,
loud, and I ain't Uncle Luke, and I know hipster girl. I can make your hipster from Pittsburgh, smoke papers or a swisher. If you ever fucking question our fandom on Mac Miller,
dude.
shut the fuck up.
I think
but
we're on
number
the same
two,
page here.
I grew up in high school playing Call of Duty, smashing Blue Slide Park through my speakers, my little Bluetooth speaker I had down there, and I don't think so. And number one, what'd you say again? Remind me, because
Best day ever.
Best day ever. Best day ever was great. It was excellent. It's
like-
awesome, but it's one of those that are down there. Because like I'd listen to watching movies with the sound off before that. I'd listen to Desperado before that. Or not Desperado.
Macadelic, I think.
Macadelic, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I always listen to Desperado off of that.
Yeah.
And then
I think we're on the same page, man. 'cause
Faces,
it's
like even Faces, I'd put before
Sure.
Best Day Ever. Like
there's a couple songs in there that I might put up as two of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Best Day Ever and Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza, I think, is on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's my choice as well, man.
Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza's on Kids.
Is that one, kids?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that was
yeah,
one
you're
of his
right,
original ones. So yeah,
Keep Floating is what I'm thinking of. Sorry.
And keep floating.
I think we're on the same page there, man. It pains me to say, but I guess I could have gone easier and picked one that I know we're not as big of a fan of. But I want to make it tough.
Either way, dude, that was electric. I did nothing but listen to Mac Miller 2 days ago. Not that I don't do that every single day, but I did that nothing but that. Wow, hey, that was some
for all
new,
Friday.
different, random. Wow, free for all Friday. Hey, I like that. I like that a lot. That kind of put me in a pickle there. Made me think about some shit. Hey, what do you know about that? All right. Hey, how about for you kind folks that did stick around all the way till this time? A couple of best bets we got locked in here today. If you haven't checked them out, I got the Toledo Rockets plus 4.5. The Siena Saints plus 2. I also sprinkled a half unit on the Siena Saints money line. I like the Duquesne Dukes plus 5.5 and the Niagara Purple Eagles minus 1.5. I'm also doing a little testing on a new system here. Over 123.5 in St. Peter's versus Niagara here today. So that's what I got going on my card. Might add some stuff. You know, we got Michigan State, Wisconsin. I'm sure old partner, Buddy Pal, might talking about that with Jeff on his show here at 1 o'clock. The old midday market report. Tune into that. Outside of that, partner, what do you got?
Yeah, my only one so far. I've got one in the NBA, and then I'm probably gonna have some in that Michigan State Wisconsin game. Looks like that one. I'll stick for there first. Looks like it's dropped down to 3 from 3.5. Partner, despite the public money being on the Badgers, got me a little interested.
So
in
it's
the Sparty.
3.5 down. It's dropped from 3.5 down to 3.
Correct.
Oh, you said it's dropped from 3 down to 3.5.
Oh, my bad. Yeah,
Yeah, so,
sorry.
okay,
3.5
I
to
got you.
3.
Got you.
Got me a little interested in Sparty there, but I still, like we were talking, I feel like I just need to stay away. The one that I am for sure playing and have already locked in is the Atlanta Hawks minus 1.5 at home against the Heat.
Sure.
I know that might sound gross and nasty to you if you've been following the NBA, but a couple things. I think the I think the Hawks are turning a corner. They've looked really, really good their last two. 121 points scored against the Bucks in a win, 134 against the Wolves in a win. They're getting some guys back finally. They're starting to get healthier. DeAndre Hunter is back now, and he's been back for 4 games. Now that he's getting ingrained back into the offense, in offense and defense, he's a huge part on both sides of the floor. Been starting to win games. Why are you looking at me like that?
I got a real cool little nugget here that you ain't gonna find anywhere else about one of our plays that we really like together. The Tennessee Titans minus 3.5 are favored in a playoff game for the first time since 2008 against the Baltimore Ravens, a game in which they got crushed and lost outright.
Okay.
So a little something to think. I just came across the old page there, you know. And also, speaking of turning a corner, I don't know about you, but 24-18-2 over my last 7 days here, up 10 units and ROI of about 25%. So hope you've been playing along. We are starting to see some things. Things are getting along here for me. How about you, partner?
Yeah, not too bad, my man. I guess I don't have my numbers pulled up in front of me, but I've
put you on the spot.
Honestly, college basketball, man, I'm still kind of spinning the wheels. I've been having some success NBA wise, as long as I stay away from my damn Bulls, which I have been. But and having success NFL and NBA, trying to find the right angles in college basketball, starting to find them here and there, and then getting a bad beat or a bad pick still here and there. So still trying to find my way to the consistent greens on that side of things, dude.
I think the angles are there. I think it's just like bad beats. Like you said, I think that's just what it is. Because, man, I go 3-0 on Monday after a 3-1 Sunday, and then I go 1-2 on Tuesday, 1-3 on Wednesday, and then I go 3-1 last night. I mean, I'm not changing how I bet. I do this every single day of my life. This is my career. This is my passion. And it's still nonsense. It just is what it is. It is what it is, man. I don't change my fucking process. It's not like I just had a losing day yesterday. Got to figure out revamp how I bet. It's just like being an athlete. You're a baseball player. Your swing is what got you to the league. You ain't got to fucking change your swing. Step up in the box. Step back in the box. Maybe little tweaks here. I don't change everything I do, so it shouldn't be. I add tools to the tool belt. I don't change everything I do, so things like this shouldn't be happening. So. Hopefully, man, I talked about it yesterday with Jeff on of ECS Sports or East Coast Sports Investors. You guys should stop by and check him out. I talked about it with him yesterday that I just totally went blank what the hell I was looking at. There was just some news that came out here. Well, I don't even remember what the fuck rabbit. I'm sorry. I just went blanker than a blank and blank. I don't even know. Yeah.
College basketball process, is that what you're
yeah, but something about college. Either way, college basketball is I was just down a rabbit hole. I was just rambling there anyway. But college basketball is just it's nonsense right now. It's kind of the point of everything, and you just got to just stay cool, stay calm. 11 days left is what we're talking about. Hopefully by the end of the month here. I'll always find it at some point in time. Hopefully by the end of the month here some shit will start to level out. So, that was my closing thought. There you go. There you have it. All of my plays. Partner, what else you got, dude, before I wrap it up with some motivation minutes here? Oh, shit.
I do not have a ton.
I've had this fucking thing going the whole time.
Oh, jeez.
And it was supposed to be Jiminy Christmas. Jiminy Christmas.
Derrick Henry officially activated for tomorrow. That's all I got, dude. Still not enough news for us to drop down here. I don't know what the hell's been going on, but we're due for a bombshell one of these days, dude.
I think so. I don't know, but yeah, I did see that he's officially active. Looks like he's ready to rock and roll, and then we'll see what in the world happens. Old Naomi Osaka out of the AO. Not that I've really been paying attention to that
Big
at all.
Tennis guy now?
No, not at all. Not at all whatsoever. So. There you go. There you have that. Outside of that, a couple of last couple announcements before we wrap up the show here. Catch Mags on the Midday Market Report with Jeff Dawson here at 1 p.m. Central Time on EC Sports Invest at EC Sports Invest on Twitter, East Coast Sports Investors on Facebook, or also East Coast Sports Investors on YouTube. Check him out. Our guy. A lot of irons in the fire, as he always liked to say. Maybe some new announcements coming from the crew and ECSI, the whole family. Who knows? Who are we? Who's to say? Wise Words, Season 2, Episode 7 dropped on Wednesday, featuring the legendary Hakeem Prophet, Wager Talk sports betting expert, all-around solid guy. Got tons of good feedback on this episode. All types of everybody who's tuned in has been like, damn, he's one of the coolest dudes. How the hell didn't know about this guy? I mean, I don't know, man. You should tap in because he's got some great stuff. If you haven't watched it, stop by Wise Words. Season 2, Episode 7. We got episode number 8 guest already secured. A totally different spin than we've ever done before. Still betting, but a new angle. Going to be some new conversations, some new stuff. I'm really excited to dive into this one as well. Speaking of additional content, tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, you can catch us live. We'll run through the entire collegiate basketball slate on Cup of Joe on campus. So grab your cups of Joe. Make sure they're piping hot because we'll be here a while breaking down every single damn game on the college basketball slate. Best bets, games we're avoiding, everything in between. My UFC blog, coming out tomorrow morning, maybe tonight, depending on when I get it out. For you late birds out there, looking for or night owls out there, late birds. What the night owls? Looking for a rebound weekend here. Rough weekend, and I think it's the books just had some stuff set up. There was a lot of guys that I respect in the industry when I went back and looked that were on the exact same plays that I was on. So just one of those weekends tend to be when that happens. We have an absolutely crushing weekend to follow it up. If you have been following, I think we're still plus 10, 11 units overall. So one bad day isn't going to kill us. It's about the long term here with the UFC. So wait for that to drop tomorrow. Also, RMags Extra Cheddar blog. He'll have that out sometime for you tomorrow. And then anything else that I forgot to mention or anything in between, you can find it on the Talking the Line link tree in this episode's description or talkingtheline.com or at Talking the Line on Twitter. You see it there, or at talking_the_line on Instaslam. Outside of that, partner, anything else? Late breaking news, reminders, news, nonsense, updates, banter, anything you need to get out before I wrap it up here with some motivation minutes, my man.
Go Pack Go, pack by a million. That's all I got. Wrap it up for the week, dude.
It would be my pleasure, my friend. Without further ado, find my partner Cozy in Title Town this weekend, ready for his boys to make it to the NFC Championship once again. But for now, let's strap in and wrap this episode up with my motivation minutes. Okay, if you're a fan of the show, you know the drill. If you're just stopping by for the first time, you may not. But during the college basketball season, every Monday, every Friday, I dig up a John Wooden quote, one of the legendary ones from the past, give a little perspective on it, and we go on about our days. So, second one of the week. Can't remember what the first one was. You got to go back and watch that episode. I do so many of these damn things. Yesterday was a heavy hitter. Every one of these was a doggone heavy hitter this week, actually. These were some pretty heavy hitters this week. It's been a good week of motivation minutes. However, Fridays, John Wooden quote of the day. What you are as a person is far more important than what you are as a basketball player. What you are as a person is far more important than what you are as a basketball player. And obviously, we're not all basketball players. Go ahead and just put a blank in there and insert whatever you are. More important, or what you are as a businessman, what you are as a father, what you are as a boyfriend, what you are as a mother, what you are as a chef, everything, whatever you are, whether it's your personal life, your career, how you view yourself, how you think others view you, whatever the case might be, put a blank there, replace basketball player with that. Whatever you are doing in this life, that thing, I can promise you, is not as important as making sure that everything's okay in here. I can promise. Point blank, period. And if a legend like John Wooden's saying it, you better listen up and you better start believing it. I say it all the damn time on this show. Get the inside right and the outside follows along. So if you feel on a Friday, now don't get fucking wild on me, don't get crazy, but if you've been planning some shit for a while, if you're sitting here, you feel stuck, you're getting to the end of your doggone week, you feel anxious, you woke up this morning, this is the last fucking thing I wanted to do. I got dreams and passions that I feel like I'm passing up on. I got people talking about NFTs, I got the people doing this shit, and yet I'm still going this 9 to 5, scratching the damn knuckles on the ground. Then stop. Because if you are not fulfilled, if you are not doing what you were doing, and it is not making you better as a person, you need to quit. You need to find your calling. You need to go after what benefits you. So if there is something that is changing you as a person, causing you to be less than, causing you to be, I've talked about this before, someone who can't look themselves in the mirror and confidently say, I love you, and I am comfortable with who I see, and no matter what anybody else out there thinks, I can say fuck them because I'm not going to care because I am authentic. And I hope you guys see that in me. I hope you guys can model yourselves in that. I don't change whether we're starting the show, we're ending the show, I'm off of the show, I'm on some other content, I'm on another show. I'm the same goofy bastard, and I've just come to terms with it at this point in time, and you guys should too. You should stop trying to... what you are as a person, maybe, is far more important than what you are as a friend. Maybe acquaintance. Let's put acquaintance in there. So it's not as blur the line as much. Maybe if you're in a group of people, why I say acquaintance, maybe you're just in a group of people and you don't feel like you're in the right spot. You feel like you are not the same person. You are not a good person when you're in this group. Chances are your internal's telling you the right thing, and you should probably just listen to it and go chase after being a better person. So, enough from me. I'll let you get down a few rabbit holes by yourself as well. But the second John Wooden quote of the week, again, replace basketball player with whatever you are, or whatever you are currently, state you are currently in. What you are as a person is far more important than what you are as a basketball player. And that does it from our Motivation Minutes of the day.
I love it, my man. Way to close out the dang week.
Appreciate it. All right, 43 minutes after the top of the hour. That sure seems like an episode of the TTL pod, if you ask me. Once again, shout out Moneyline Dice. Shout out our guys over there at Chalkboard. Shout out my partner. What do you got?
Under 2 hours on a Friday? How about us? Under 2 hours on a Friday. Good.
Hey, hold on.
Cash the under, baby.
That deserves a standing. Oh, we can cash the under on a Friday. Are you out of your damn minds? Let's go.
I'd say Friday is probably over under perennially set at 2 hours, I would say.
Oh, at least. And I would say smashing the over 9 times out of 10. Yeah. This is one of them, hey, the public, everybody was on the over, and they got stiffed in the ass this time around. But hey, is what it is. We had some shit going on. So there you go. There you have it, my friends. Time to wrap it up the only way we know how, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers. Far and wide. For myself and Mags. Thank you so much for choosing to stop by episode number 207 of the TTL pod and all of the content that you decide to from the TTL crew. From wise words to our Instagram, from Cup of Joe on campus to the Twitter. Everything we do for you guys, we do it for you. That is the key in there. And because of you guys, we are able to keep producing content, keep chasing our passion, keep fulfilling our goals every single day. We see your likes, your follows, your shares, your subscriptions, your views, your retweets, your comments, everything in between. And we cannot tell you how much from the bottom of our hearts we appreciate it. And thank you. We hope you have a spectacular rest of your Friday, unless you have any plans. A terrific start to your weekend filled with nothing but love, positivity, good energy, good vibes, and prosperity. Nothing but ticket cashing sprinkled in between all those good emotions and energies as well. Make sure you hit that notification bell. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. So you can come back on around the bend for Monday's show. Talking the Line podcast, episode number 208. Monday Madness resumes. You know the drill. But for now, we got a few tickets to make it to the pay window on this beautiful Friday, I bet. So make sure you get them hammered in so you can say with me and my partner at the end of every single show, let's cash some tickets.